So we've been sitting here in Wolverton for a couple of days.
4 nights or something?
Yeah, I had to take a little trip into London and see some friends and stuff. And there's a train station right here, which was fairly convenient.
And we're in the middle of the end of June, beginning of July heat wave. It's been so hot, but we had this amazing mooring in the shade where there's a little park across the way to walk George. There's the windmill field to go and walk him. So
there's a Tesco's not too far by. There's the promise, but not the actual reality of a little.
This will be a great spot when the little opens.
Oh, it'll be an amazing spot.
And now we've been umming and ahhing all morning about should we stay here or should we go, because we need to get another train to London on Tuesday, and we can get the train from right here or we can get the train from Leighton Buzzard. And
so it's should I stay or should I go?
After much umming and ahhing and pros and cons and looking at train prices and all sorts, and we have a full bathroom situation as well to throw into the mix, so we eventually decided we're going to go today. We're going to go to Fenny Stratford today, and then probably on to Leighton Buzzard tomorrow. So 3 hours today, 4 hours tomorrow, something like that. Funnily enough, the day before yesterday, we were making lunch and our gas bottle ran out, which has been the gas bottle we've had in since we were in...
It's like January?
Yeah, it's lasted so long, and it finally went yesterday.
We swapped over to the other one, and then we started using the new gas bottle.
And then
all of a sudden,
2 hours later, there was a little bump on our boats because the boat in front of us had flagged down the fuel boat, and we were like, oh, while you're here.
May as well buy a diesel can, or not diesel, may as well buy an LPG canister. So we now have cooking gas for probably the next 4 or 5 months. So that's good. So basically, there's no locks between here and Fenny
Stratford.
Stratford.
Oh yeah, and I was on Twitter yesterday because I've had roof garden envy because everyone's roof gardens are in bloom. And especially on Instagram, Higgledy Garden. Did I show you the pictures?
No.
I'll insert some pictures and follow him on Instagram. He actually has like a seed business from his boat.
Oh wow.
And he honestly, I've never seen anything like it. I'd love to see it
oh wow, but this excites me to like no degree whatsoever.
All of a sudden people were talking to me into making a roof garden. So there's actually a garden centre at Fenny Stratford. So I might have to go in and...
Yeah.
So there might be a rooftop garden coming to this boat soon.
Okay. So George is ready. He's not ready to get on the boat, but he's about to get on the boat.
Bit too hot to walk him today. I mean, I could douse him in the canal and then walk him. Should I do that?
We can also get to the water point and spray him down.
So we're getting on the boat?
I'd say we get on the boat.
Okay. So we got as far as the facilities wherever the heck we are.
Not really sure where we are.
There's a pub.
Yeah, we're near a bridge. There's a pub.
There's water.
Past Bridge 77. We're not really sure where we are right now.
It's blooming hot. Michael's got a headache.
Yes, absolute killer of a headache right now.
So I've been driving, but I don't drive quite as fast as Michael, so we haven't made as good progress. And there was the incident with a shoe and a pile of dog poo, so...
My shoe, pile of dog poo. Went inside and I was all like, ooh, I get to sort of lie down and rest for a little while. And no, I spent the entire time kneeling on the ground. Just... People, clean up after your dog.
Actually, that's probably overflowing. Just filling up with water, and it's probably overflowing now. So.
Well, I'll hear it dribble when it's really overflowing. So yeah, we pulled up. Tiny little bit of a helping out on the boat in front of us because apparently their center line has temporarily been replaced with a bungee cord, which meant that they were trying to pull it over on a spring.
How were they?
Yeah. So, I think they'll fix that pretty quick.
I did a nice bit of mooring with a boat behind me and a boat coming towards me.
Yeah, that was good. The driving was good. Slow, but good.
I'm not anti-wide beams, at all. Like, don't take that from this statement. But when you're driving along and there's one suddenly coming towards you,
they're kind of ominous.
Yeah, they're like, well, you don't see a narrowboat. It's like, you just pass there. You see a wide beam. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, and luckily this canal is pretty wide,
but it's not Thames wide. It's not it's not like this.
And there were moored boats and stuff.
It is still. It's like 27, 28 degrees.
29.
29.
Yeah.
It's very hot. For England, it's really hot, and it's just all direct sunlight. Like, you can't. We haven't passed through any shade since we left, basically. Like, I'm providing all the shade right now.
That's where I stand next year.
Yeah.
All right.
But hopefully we'll find something a little cooler tonight.
Like that. So we're just arriving in Fenny Stratford, and all the visitor moorings are full, so it looks like we're going through the stock park. Looks like we found a mooring after all. Woohoo!
So we're up above the Fenny Stratford lock,
Mm-hmm.
Which is 1 foot 1 inch apparently, and somebody's coming up it right now.
And we've got here 10 minutes before the garden centre shuts, so I haven't got the energy to run over there. I'll have to go in the
I
morning.
think you're like 20 minutes away.
Oh, we're not in the shade, so...
No, it's going to be a hot one. Yeah, on these hot days, it's really hard. Like, my headache finally went away, but then the delirium started, like it's so warm. And really, it's just that there's kind of no place where you're not exposed to the sun.
Well, I was sat down here with the umbrella, which actually made a huge difference.
Did it?
But
Because I found every time we crossed under a bridge, I was like, oh,
Let's
please
just stay
here.
And there was actually a couple of people moored, like that last bridge, there was a guy moored there fishing.
Yeah.
And it was miserable because it was it was under a road, it was next to a road.
And it was really loud, but it's like, it would be
blissfully
so much
cool.
more cooler. 'Cause,
We don't have a freezer, so we don't have any ice, and we don't have any drinks in our fridge.
yeah,
So the water that comes out of the tap is kind of
warmish.
warm because it's obviously heated by the, it's just down here, so it's heated by the surroundings.
Considering we were going through sort of the outside edge of Milton Keynes, which is a fairly large modern town.
The way the canal goes, it's all around the outside.
Yeah.
And I'm really kind of gutted that we didn't stop more because there's all sorts of parks and we also passed where the Milton Keynes Bedford new waterway is going. I didn't even know that was a thing.
No, and when you see it on our map, which is quite old, it's like this is the proposed location, but they're actually doing some work on it.
Yeah,
so this is going to apparently join the Milton Keynes area with the Bedford and
that
something they
waterway.
call the Fens. It's going to be a wide beam waterway, 30 feet wide, big enough to convey wide beams. It's going to be about 20 miles long. It's going to have about 20 locks. And they might need to install something kind of like the Falkirk wheel.
I read that the engineer or whatever first thought of it, not the engineer, but somebody first proposed it in 1808 or something.
Yeah, so it's quite an old idea that's now coming to fruition. And it will be kind of interesting to be able to travel on, one of the older canals and then turn off on this totally brand new section.
Not even a rebuilt one, like a restored one, an actual new
modern canal. Yeah. So, and the idea of putting in something like the Falkirk wheel, which unfortunately that is like one of the coolest things in sort of the canal world, is this Falkirk wheel up in Scotland, but it's not actually connected to this canal system. So there's no way to actually, other than putting our boat onto a truck, there's no way of actually getting the boat onto the system where you can go to the Falkirk wheel.
Lorna, London Boat Girl, did a video. She travelled up there, so we'll link it below also.
Yeah, and apparently there's a YouTube video that we should link to for the actual, it's mentioned in the book. There's a YouTube video that talks about what this new canal is going to be.
We shouldn't just link it, we should watch it.
We should watch it, yeah. Thanks, Mom, for the umbrella. It's finally coming into use. It's funny, we came to England thinking that the umbrella would come into use. We've got a sky in our umbrella.
No, I need.
We thought it would come into use during the rain, but...
Actually, we used it more for the sun.
Yeah.
Because we just don't go out in the rain.
Yeah. Oh, that's so much cooler.
Nice, isn't it? I think it's UV.
Yes. It is stopping the sun trying to kill us all.
So I sat on the front with the umbrella, trying to get George under it, but he kept flopping into the sun. And George won't drink when we're on the move. But as soon as I get him on the towpath, he's like, I'm thirsty, I must drink.
Yeah.
Crazy dog.
He is a crazy dog.
Michael does this thing when we're going along, is if he spots some swans and he hasn't got swan foods, he'll be like, baby ducks on the left!
Yeah.
And then he'll slow down so I can run to the hatch to get the food out.
More hen babies on the port bow! Yeah.
I think we need like some automatic dispenser so you can just be at the back.
Oh yeah.
That like kind of chucks it out.
Dispenser cannon. Like, give me a little switch back there where I can just go, like, hey, roll, there's some birds. Click. Just like fling,
not
I don't know, a catapult.
just,
No, like
some food.
Like some sort of catapult or something that would just launch like a little smattering of duck food. I like this idea. So thanks for watching. That was our trip. With any luck, we don't desiccate over the next couple of hours. We've got 24 hours on this morning.
Well, our front end's got 24 hours, our back end's got 2 weeks.
Yes, but 2 weeks within a year. So
yeah, that's new. We've not seen those. With some back further up the GU, but yeah, no return within a year.
Within 1 year, yeah. 14 days in any 1 year.
Oh, I suppose you could spend 14 single days, like you do a day a month.
Yeah. And then you would end up at 12 days because there'd be 2 days left.
These rules are a bit silly because how would they know?
I don't know. Right, so thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to us be delirious and possibly go off on weird tangents, or even possibly some sensible but still
more weird than usual
tangents. Yeah. Yeah. Point taken. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, click the button, doobly-doo thing. The one I can never remember.
The bell. It's just a bell.
The bell. That's the one I keep forgetting about. And subscribe.
Yeah, I don't really know. I can't hold this camera. So, fingers crossed. Oh, sorry.
That's alright, my
It's
head's
not
fine.
like it's got a headache.
Yeah. Because I don't want to make a 5-sided box. I'm like totally off that idea.
You don't want to do a pentagon?
No. I'd have to fill it with military forces, and then I'd have to make a space force for a 6th one, and then they're going to have to make a hexagon.
Did you just geek out?
No, a couple of Americans will get that.
But we're only in here. It's only an
overnight. So we're just going to cook once.
Have you noticed how we make more sense in the morning than we do in the afternoon?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you pass under a bridge and it drops like 5 degrees, and it's just suddenly it's bearably hot. Like, it's stupid because we've been to India, we've been to Thailand, we've been to places that are actually unbearably hot. Yeah. But it's the humidity. It's the heat, not the humidity. Or is it the humidity, not the heat?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, whatever it is. England's got lots of humidity. It's miserable when it's hot. There was a amusement park of some sort called Gulliver's. It wasn't Gulliver's, it was Gulliver Town or Gulliverville or... Well, anyway, Gulliverland? Gulliverland?
It's the heat.
Whatever.
I think baby moorhens are perhaps the fluffiest thing I've ever seen.
They are pretty fluffy. There's a lovely big buzzard up there flying above.
That's funny because we're going to Leighton Buzzard.
I know, we're going to Leighton Buzzard. That's what made me think about it. I'm like,
There's,
that's not an appropriate place for you, bird. Turn down and go down to Leighton Buzzard.
Why am I in the sun?
Singing in the rain.
Why am I in the sun?
Oh, sorry, whoops.
Also, lots of herons.
Yeah. What?
Did you see lots of herons?
Oh, herons. Yes.
What did you think of?
Heroines, like
Oh.
female heroes of lore. I don't know. I had images. I'm sun delirious because it's like I've got these Frank Frazetta paintings in my. You won't know the references. Never mind.
Right.
All right.
Should we stop talking before
I think I should stop talking. Certainly. Something.
Oh, I've got to put the toilet back together.
She didn't say that out loud. We're just gonna suffer. Frugality. All right. So, hopefully, right, because we forgot that bit.